P-51 Mustang that's featured in the film is Tom's, and it's a beautiful aircraft.
Even the Top Gun pilots kind of geek out over his P-51, which is saying something.
I look up and I say, oh, well, that's a cool looking plane. They go, oh, that's Tom's. I said, oh, cool. Who's borrowing it? They said, no, that's him, flying it. I went, okay, he's that dude for real.
There's still a lot of that pioneering spirit of aviation when you're flying a P-51. You know, if Top Gun was made in the 1940s, guess what? This airplane's the star of the show. The airplanes today are very computer-oriented, and the P-51 is all push-pull cables, nothing's automatic. I know Tom loves doing aerobatics. It's a wonderful airplane to do aerobatics with. It's a wonderful airplane to do formation with. And it's a wonderful airplane to take somebody in the back seat.
Tom is like, so Jen, you ever been up in a P-51? I was like, no, Tom, I haven't.
Good to start?
He went out on the tarmac. He started the engine of the plane and flames burst out of it. I'm like, is this normal? He's like, well, we're just gonna do some really gentle things, just like some really gentle rolls. It was an incredible experience. Certainly like nothing I've ever done before. And he's an amazing pilot.
Aviation film like this has never been done, and chances are will never be done again.
It's very important to me that it be practical, that we actually put the camera right in there and shoot the sequences for real. That was the aim. That was always the goal. And I said, I'm not going to make this film unless we can accomplish that.
Tom told me from the very start, this is going to be harder than you even think. And he was right. Getting a camera into a Navy F-18 is a lot harder than it sounds. Getting 6 cameras in there is almost impossible. We worked with the Navy for over a year to design a system that would get the angles we wanted to get, but also did it in a way that didn't interfere with any of the functions of the airplane.
We had to go through all kinds of engineering, and it had to be built to specifications.
Anytime we put anything in the cockpit of an F-18, we have to be very clear what impact that's going to have. If those cameras come off under G, now you have something coming back and hitting an actor or going forward and hitting the pilot, and that could be bad. So we had to make sure everything was going to stay on the airplane throughout the entire flight.
The Navy basically told us what we had to do in order for it to stand up to 7.5 Gs and 550 knots.
These cameras are
Unbelievable, groundbreaking.
they're specifically built for Top Gun.
The camera actually splits into 2 pieces.
You can put your lens anywhere you want and have the recording far away.
That allows us to put them in places that normally would never be able to fit a motion picture camera. These aren't GoPros, you know, these are 6K IMAX quality cameras.
Check this out.
So the image we're getting is something that's just never been captured before.
That's what I'm talking about.
I started thinking about the idea of Maverick being a test pilot, doing top secret projects out in the desert. That was an idea that I had very early, and Tom loved it.
The contract threshold was Mach 10, not 10.1, Mach 10.
It was very important to us that Maverick still be in the Navy, and that the Navy is really the only thing he's ever known. The Navy is his family. At the same time, Maverick has been in the Navy for 30 years. It answered the question of how would someone stay in the Navy this long and remain where he is? Because what mattered most to Maverick is that he always finds a way to fly.
He still needed to be Maverick, but he's older. And what is that personal journey going to be? And what are the stakes? We are laying in these levels of storytelling and world and nostalgia, yet future.
It is a technical marvel. Took it out on the runway. Tom was really in the cockpit. One of the things that Tom and Joe really wanted to do with this movie is to really up the ante from the first film.